Like and subscribe. Pretty please. What's a harsh truth that humans refuse to accept? You can be a good person your entire life and still have a shitty life. This is probably the most depressing. This one hits home so much. I did the entire work hard thing, got a degree, pay taxes, all for nothing. I'm now on disability, which took me 3 years to fight for, and now I'm portrayed as a leech on society. My rent alone is over half my income, another quarter spent on medication. Yet I did everything I was supposed to do, and still failed. Some people really shouldn't have kids. People have said a lot of horrible things about you behind your back. No matter how kind and awesome a person you are, there will always be people who don't like you. Don't waste your time trying to recruit them. My friend, who is one of the nicest people I've met, once had a guy just plain not like him. My friend is generally a likable guy, and he felt like crap that this guy just did not like him. So one day my friend confronts the guy and is like, look, what did I do? Why do you hate me? And the guy was like, it's because you always walk around all happy and smiling all the time, like you're better than everyone. And my friend was like, and he said that after that, he literally stopped ever giving a fuck if anyone liked him or not, because he realized it doesn't matter what you do, people will hate you for nothing. There is a relation between attractiveness and success. Well, guess I'll die then. HR is not there to protect you, it is in place to protect the employer from you or from your actions. There's always someone better than you at whatever you are doing. I'm a lazy balding fat ass. It's comforting to know there'll always be someone lazier, bolder, and fatter than I am. The correlation between competency and corporate position is not strong. My dad works as a clerk at an electronics shop. His boss is an idiot who cannot do anything, can't even lead management, and don't have any experience in electronics. Heck, his employees have to log in into his email. To add, he gets so much money per month, but his employees get the minimal wage pay. Welcome to the corporate world. Sometimes things just stop working, out of no fault of yours, authors, or anyone's, but just because. Some people change, and some people don't, and inevitably, some things between those changing and unchanging people will stop working. You can explain your point without screaming at someone. On the flip side, just because someone is calm, doesn't mean that what they're saying makes any sense. And on the flip side, just because someone is screaming, doesn't mean they are wrong. Getting a job comes down to whether or not the interviewer liked you or not. Yeah, I mentioned this the other day. I lost out on a very nice job and later found out that pretty much the sole reason I was rejected was because when the hiring team took me to lunch after my interview, I ordered a steak, which I guess isn't appropriate for lunch. What kind of baby back bullshit is that? Unless you're a famous historical figure, you will be completely forgotten within a few decades of your death. That's actually the origins of the famous saying, quiet women rarely make history, but so few seem to know that. The woman who penned it meant that there was a lot of women throughout history that did great, well-needed work, but no one writes or even thinks about them because women's work isn't valued. A lot of women worked quietly behind the scenes of pinnacle historical moments. That most of us aren't really that special. I find that truth to be very sobering and comforting, but it seems many would disagree. Kindness is rarely reciprocated, but be kind anyway, and never ever give up. The world is hard and cruel, but keep doing what you have to. Be smart about it, but don't let anyone deter you from being your best beautiful self. That everyone is fucked up in the head, some more than others. Employers don't care about you unless they gain from you. That would be a meritocratic system. The harsh truth of corporate life is that sometimes, upper management will act like they don't notice that good employees are leaving the company because of an incompetent middle manager. They won't address the real issue because it would imply that they had made a mistake in promoting an incompetent person to middle management. This is the exact situation I find myself in. My boss has worked at this company for 25 years, and the last 3 he became manager of our design team. His technical skills are great, but he has absolutely no people skills, or even a sense of empathy. He has lost 4 of his 9 designers since he became the team manager. Does upper management seem to care? No. Does he realize that he might be the issue and is attempting to change his ways? No. We are all biased, especially those who think they are not. Bias is like an accent. You grow up thinking the you and the people around you don't have any. Most people don't actually care what you have to say. No one actually care what you say unless they say the same. Let me tell you a secret. Coffee, it's just bean soup. Tea is just hot leaf juice. Adults don't have all the answers, and when you're an adult, people look to you for answers. The problem though, is that some adults do think they have all the answers. The vast majority of who you are and the circumstances you're in are decided by factors outside your control. Authority figures are put in place to keep bad people from doing bad things, but there's nothing that assures the authority figure is good. That's why the US Constitution has the Second Amendment, for when all else fails, the attempt was to be we the people instead of we the subjects of the United States. Earth has a finite amount of resources, and there are too many people using them. And our current economic system expects and requires endless growth. It's not going to end well. Well, that was certainly a cheery video. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe.